Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. To be very honest, I was not aware of the fact that today is World Opera Day. And like at 5 o'clock, 5:30, I received a WhatsApp from Elisabeth Vadel. She's a fantastic Brazilian pianist who lives here in the Netherlands, in Rotterdam. And she said, "Hey, are you aware of this World Opera Day? Maybe it would be nice to dedicate a live stream to this." And I thought, well, that's a great idea. So I quickly prepared, set up, and here I am. And you just saw a video. This is the Opera Meets Jazz project, which I started quite some years ago. I will tell more about it later. What you heard this now was Funiculi Fulicula, the famous Neapolitan song, sang by the incredible Claire McFadden and the Metropole Orchestra, conducted by Jules Buckley. So I'm still over the moon with that album. What a great chance to work with these people in this orchestra, and amazing. Let me play something for you, and then afterwards I'll tell you some more about this whole project, how it came about and all of that. Before I do this, two things. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. And also, if you are on Facebook, which most of you are, please do me a big, big favor and simply share this live stream, because thanks to you, these live streams, I must say, have reached so many people. I got so many new people who follow me, which I really appreciate in these difficult times. And yeah, the more the merrier. So thanks for sharing. I'm going to play a Neapolitan song, which I also recorded several times. And I recorded it in trio and also with the Metropole Orchestra. And of course, since I am here alone with my piano, my keyboards, and my toys here, I'll play it solo. It's a Neapolitan song entitled Non ti scordar di me, which means do not forget me. This was a Neapolitan song, Non ti scordar di me. It actually became famous, was used in a movie by, um, well, I think sometime around 1910. Beautiful old movie with Beniamino Gili, who used to sing this, one of the heroic opera tenors. Um, Let me switch off the reverb here, sorry. So again, let me know if you have any questions about this opera meets jazz project. Let me explain a little bit about this, how this all came about. So my father was an opera singer, and here in Amsterdam, I grew up with opera and classical music. And when I started playing piano when I was like 9 years old, it was kind of obvious that I was going to play classical music, which I did. So I played Mozart, Chopin, Beethoven, all of that. And I was very young. And I was kind of okay with it, and I had a talent for it, but it was kind of, I never really enjoyed it that much. And I realized why once I discovered jazz. I started listening to, first I heard the ragtimes, you know, the old Scott Joplin, The Entertainer, and all of that. And then I really got the jazz bug and started listening to the stride pianists like James P. Johnson, Fats Waller, and later Art Tatum. And then, of course, at some point I got to Oscar Peterson, and I started to kind of figure out jazz harmony all by ear. I didn't have a teacher, and I had a classical teacher, but he wasn't too open for to jazz, unfortunately. So that ended, and I was kind of on my own. And but anyway, then my father, who wasn't a classical musician, my father was a great opera singer. I mean, he sang with Maria Callas and at extremely high level, and but he was very open to jazz and all of that. And then he bought tickets for a concert of Oscar Peterson here at the Concertgebouw, like a night concert. And once I experienced that, I was like, I knew what I wanted to become, you know, a jazz pianist. And then I really became serious about it and fanatic. And well, then I went to the conservatory, and then I had great teachers, fortunately. And and then I started my career playing, traveling, and all of that, which I've been doing all over the world for many, many years. And I kind of neglected not classical music, but opera. And one thing with opera too is, if you ask 99 jazz musicians about, sorry, if you ask 100 jazz musicians about opera, 99 are probably out to lunch. You know, it's not on their radar screen. It's such a different world of music. And then I was driving home after a concert, and I was playing the Dutch classical music station, Radio 4, in the car. And then I heard this Neapolitan song, Torna Sorrento. And I realized, wow, this is such beautiful music. And I realized I hadn't listened to opera for many, many years, so because I was so obsessed with jazz and world music. And then I came home, and I sat behind my piano, and I started just like figuring it out and harmonized it and all of that. And then I thought about myself, I'll play that song later, actually. And then I realized, hey, I mean, I just played it like as a ballad, you know, like a jazz approach, reharmonizing the thing. And then I realized, well, if you have like, why not take like more like an opera aria or a carnivalesque kind of song, and, you know, play it like rhythmically. So I took like, I'll play it for you. You know, and I gave that like a treatment, more like in the bossa nova Latin kind of style. And before I knew, I had this whole repertory, and I recorded it in trio, the first album, and it brought me all over the world, this project. I just did it out of love for the music, bearing in mind that if you do such a project, it's very important to try to do it as tasteful as you can, because it's kind of easy to make opera ridiculous. And I always really, especially the Puccini arias, which are so incredibly beautiful. You can, in my opinion, just uh, approach them like a jazz standard, and that's what I did. And still, after all these years, with this Opera Meets Jazz project, it keeps following me. I'm still being invited all over the world to play this repertoire, also with orchestras sometimes. And then, of course, the highlight has been with this project, again, like I said in the introduction, that the Metropole Orchestra approached me and they said, well, you have only recorded this in trio. How about recording this with the orchestra and a great soprano? And I was like, whoa. And then Jules Buckley, who loved the conductor arranger, he also was totally into it. And then I realized, because I'm not a good arranger if it comes to orchestras. I'm more like in trio. That's also because all the traveling, I never had time to really dedicate myself to arranging. And then it was first they said to me, can you arrange it for the orchestra? And then I realized, well, if I'm really honest, you have to know what you're not good at and admit that. There's nothing wrong with that. And then I realized, it's better to leave this in the hands of great arrangers. So then I was in touch with a top team of like 10 arrangers all over the world. And everyone arranged a couple of these songs. So I sent them the basic material and they made some beautiful arrangements out of this. Actually, the album, you can easily find it on Spotify. If you go to Italian Opera Meets Jazz, it's right there. You can find it under my artist profile on Spotify. And there are also quite some videos on my YouTube channel. So please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, like, hit the bell icon and all of that. So let me see if there are any questions. I hear some chats popping in. Hi, Jan Simon. Hi, Linda. Linda is asking, I'm curious if there are recordings of your father. Yes, actually my dad recorded with Maria Callas, one of the operas, Lucia di Lammermoor from Donizetti, and you can find this online. So if you Google Callas Donizetti del Ferro, something like that, you'll find it. So I'm kind of proud, my dad singing with Callas, and yeah, that was really nice. He actually stopped his opera career already in the 60s. He was quite old when I was born and my sister, and he wanted to take it easy, so he already had stopped his active opera career when we were very young, and then he dedicated himself to a breathing technique. He developed a great breathing technique to cure stuttering, people who stutter, who stammer, which is a fantastic thing. And when he passed away, my sister continued this method, which she has done fantastic. So, yeah, enough talking. Let me play another one of this Opera Meets Jazz repertoire. And again, if you like this live stream, especially if you're on Facebook, please share and let me know if you have more questions. So this was La Donna Immobile. So let me quickly explain a little bit about it, how I came up with it. So, like I said before in the introduction, you know, I had like, um, I just thought, wow, which is, oh, sorry, let me switch up the reverb. Sorry about that. You know, which is in 3/4, and then I thought about myself, well, let me change the rhythm instead of. I thought like let me like kind of a bossa nova. Yeah, that's in 4/4, and then I like and then I started juggling around with the harmonies. So like. Etc. And that's how it slowly came about. And then I started to play it in trio and record it, and that's how the songs developed. And that's how I arranged all of them. I started just with the basic ingredients and then changed them a little bit rhythmically and harmonically sometimes. No, the other way around. Actually, I did a lot of harmonization, but rhythmically I changed quite a lot, especially with the more like carnivalesque sounding songs. And so the Neapolitan songs and the arias, it's a combination. That's why the first album, the very first one I recorded, was I entitled it Bel Canto, Nil Bel Canto, because Bel Canto means beautiful singing, and it's kind of the umbrella for opera arias and Neapolitan songs. So now I'm going to play some Puccini for you. I think the Puccini arias almost kind of don't sing, not only sing themselves, but play themselves. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, this was Que Chelida Manina, which means your hands are cold. This is from Puccini's La Bohème. You know, and like I said before I played it, this is the kind of these melodies and these basic chord structures which Giacomo Puccini wrote already is basically there. I did some reharms there, but I really kept it as with a big bow and respect for the original. So yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play. Uh, I'm going to improvisation combined with a Neapolitan song, going into um, a piece from a non-Italian composer. So most of the stuff I recorded is from Italian composers, Puccini and Neapolitan songs. But Italian operas like Verdi, Puccini, and all of that, in Neapolitan songs. But I also arranged something from a French composer, the incredible Georges Bizet, who also, of course, wrote some beautiful opera music. I mean, there's great opera music in every country, but since I grew up with the Italian theme, because my dad had this strong Italian vibe to him, that's why I mainly focused on Italian opera. But of course, there's so much incredible opera from all over the world. All right, let me play this for you. And again, if you're interested, you can listen to all these albums on Spotify. And also, please share this live stream if you're on Facebook. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. So this was my tribute to the World Opera Day with my project Opera Meets Jazz. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please, again, share this if you like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm actually quite active on Instagram lately too. Yeah, Spotify. I'll be back soon with another live stream. I'll announce it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Let me check if there were some final chats. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for your nice comments. Have a great evening. Love you all. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And make sure other people around you are safe and healthy as well. Love you all. Thank you. Have a great evening. Good night.